We'll have a Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Joe Picciolo, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next, we'll have roll call. Mr. Colley, please.
Yes, sir. Seat A, Chucky Sheramy.
Here.
Seat B, Johnny Ardon.
Here.
Seat C, Jimmy Lafourche.
Here.
Seat D, Rodney Gisclair.
Here.
Seat E, Curtis Pierce.
Here.
Seat F, Larry Griffin.
Here.
Seat G, John Mellison.
Here.
Seat H, Mike Calais here. Seat I, Chris Calais.
Here.
We have a quorum, Mr. President.
All right, thank you, Mr. Colley. Next, we have approved minutes from July 13, 2022 meeting. Need a motion. Moved by Larry
Second.
Griffin, second by John Mellison. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Next, we have Director's Report.
Thank you, Mr. President. First is our Northern Expansion projects, Northern Expansion Slip C and Flotation Canal 1,500-foot bulkhead. Picciolo and Associates. Joe.
Yeah, APC Contractors, construction is the contractor. They finished driving all the steel sheets. They currently welding on the components on the whaler and the pipe bumper. And they actually drove all the concrete piles, and they're pouring concrete dead bin right now. They are on schedule to complete pretty much on time.
Okay. All right. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Northern Expansion Slip D and Bayou Lafourche Dredge Project, GIS Engineering. John.
Good morning. Crosby Dredging is the contractor on this project. They are substantially complete, just some minor cleanup work left, but they're on their lean period right now.
Okay. Is there a plan to maybe do oh, there you go. We have a good picture there. Keep looking and maybe doing drone flights and stuff and taking pictures of that?
Oh, yeah, we'll do it as often as y'all need to.
Okay.
I know, in particular, on the northeastern corner, y'all need some more information, but, right.
Okay. All right. Any questions?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, moving on to airport projects. Aircraft operations, Davey.
Operations for last month, 1,696. We had 8,378 passengers and 24,222 vehicles. And all of those items actually were up from last month. And it's a little back 15 days we've been operating. Out of here, we'll be back in on 15 days and we get a full month and actually see some increase. But to give you an idea, 612 more operations in those because of those 15 days that they were here. So really going to increase our activity.
All right. Any questions on that? Okay, the airport connector road and bridge, Picciolo and Associates.
Yeah, Sea Level Construction is a contractor. Currently, they're working on the 4-lane highway, doing the turnouts in the median, and they're starting to work now on the deceleration lanes and the turnouts on the south side of the project and also on the north side by the laundromat. They finished driving all the concrete piles in the bayou, and they're getting ready to pour concrete on the pile vents fairly soon. We do have a change order in the amount of $302,000. That's an increase to the contract price. That's for fuel adjustment. So in the DOTD standard contract, they're allowed to claim a fuel adjustment from the time they bid to the time they bill us for it for 3 separate items. 2 of them are associated with hauling fuel price for hauling material, and the other one's asphalt price. So what we did was we estimated the increase for the whole job and at today's fuel price, and that's the $302,000. And then at the end, we'll come back and adjust either up or down depending on what the price of fuel and the index, how the index reads. So okay. That's on today's agenda.
All right. Any questions or Joe on that? Okay. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Okay, the seal coat and pavement markings project, GIS Engineering.
Okay, G Asphalt Systems is the contractor on this project. They're substantially complete. Y'all have later on the agenda to approve that certificate, but that's a real picture there, and it looks good.
Yep, sure does. Any questions? It's finally done.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you all.
Thank you, John. All right, the approach obstruction removal. Davey?
The approach obstruction removal project, LMB did mow back in to complete the job. He had 426 trees remaining to remove. He did speak to the engineer yesterday and said he's thinking he'll be close to completion by the end of the month.
Okay.
I'm thinking the middle of next month, he'll probably have a little bit of cleanup, but the job is fine, progressing now that he's back on site.
Okay. Any questions? Okay. Thank you, Dave. And the South Lafourche Industrial Mobile Home Park, PCL and Associates.
Onshore Construction is the contractor. They are complete with the project. The only thing is we have to, they had to put in some temporary blowers on the sewer plant and some temporary pumps on the lift station to get it operational. We're being told that that equipment's gonna come in later this month or early next month, and they'll swap them out, but that's all part of the contract. So we do have a certificate of substantial completion and also a balancing change order. The balancing change order is a deduct of $29,155.53, and we're adding 62 days to the contract time.
Okay. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. And then we're going to move to other projects, the Fuchsia Pavilion.
So the pavilion, they still formed up the concrete slab. They got all the rebar in, and they're waiting on concrete. The status of the concrete plant is they are pouring concrete out of the plant in Fuchsia, and we're pouring concrete on our other jobs. They've had some problems the last couple of weeks with the plant, working out the bugs, but it seems like in the last week or so it's getting better. We did the last 2 pours on the bulkhead job without any problems. So hopefully soon we'll work with them and get them, they'll feel comfortable enough to pour the entire concrete slab out of the plant in Fuchsia.
Okay. Any questions? Thank you, Joe. All right, moving on to Hurricane Ida projects. We have our administrative office, this building here. Later on the agenda, we have to approve the bids. So we'll go through that item. Second, we have our Ops Center in Fuchsia, the EOC in Fuchsia, and the Operations Maintenance Shop. We did receive bids. We're still reviewing those bids. We do have it later on the agenda, but we'll take no action on that project. We'll wait till 2 weeks, hopefully, if the president allows to call for a special meeting in 2 weeks. We should approve those bids. Third project, the boat lift roof and wharves. We did receive bids, and we'll discuss that later on the agenda as well. And the Galliano office, the cinder block warehouse behind us, the airport T-hangars, the airport electrical buildings. We're nearing completion on all of those projects. The airport electrical buildings have a little bit more work than the others, but that's moving forward and construction is taking place. So we should be done with those fairly shortly. Any questions on Hurricane Ida projects thus far? Okay.
All right.
That concludes my report. Yes, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chasso. Any public comment? All right. Next, we're going into committees. Executive committees are Chucky Sherman, Chairman, Rodney Giscard Sr., Larry Griffin, and Jim Lafont. First, we have consider approving the request from Tiger Offshore Rentals for a land loan agreement for sites 411, 412, and 409.
All right. Tiger Offshore Rentals is going through some banking work, and we do these periodically whenever that takes place. Recommendation to approve.
I need a motion. Moved by Mr. Larry Griffin, second by Mr. Jim Lafont. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Next, we have consider approving the request from Production Management Industries for a landlord agreement for sites 354 and 405.
PMI is in the same situation, recommendation to approve.
I need a motion. Moved by Mr. Rodney Gisclair, second by Mr. Curtis Pierce. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. Motion passed. Next, we have consider approving the request from Adriatic Marine for a limited use lease on site GLF 630, 400 by 100.
All right, so this lease would be, again, limited use for basically docking and crew changing for that location. It will have a stipulation in the lease that if we have a larger lease and someone that wants that to do some more development on the site, that we would give them I believe it's a 30-day notice, and we would give that lease to the next person that's interested. So, recommendation to approve.
Okay, got a move by Mr. Larry Griffin, second by Mike Collier. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Next, consider approving the cooperative endeavor agreement with CCA Louisiana.
All right, the last several years, we've participated with CCA Louisiana for the Legislators Rodeo that happens in Grand Isle. Recommendation to approve this.
All right, I got a motion by Mr. Johnny Ardorn, I got a second by Mr. Chris Collier. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Next, consider approving the request from Joan Lavia for a food trucking site of Fuchsia.
Okay, it's officially, it's Little Sombrero LLC. She is the person that owns that. Recommendation to approve this lease request.
All right, need a motion. Moved by Mike Collier, second by Mr. Curtis Pierce. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Next, consider approving the request from LLOG to extend the mooring dolphin lease.
All right, LLOG has been leasing these mooring dolphins for several years now. A recommendation to approve their extension.
All right, need a motion. Have one by Rodney Gisclair, second by John Mellison. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Next, consider declaring that equipment and vehicles are surplus and no longer needed for public purpose and advertised for sale.
All right, we're going to be advertising these surplus vehicles and equipment beginning next Wednesday, August 17th, if approved, and we would open bids on September 22nd.
All right, need a motion. Moved by Jim Lafont, second by Mr. Chris Collier. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Now, we're getting out of executive committee, going into permits and waterways. Members are Rodney Gisclair, Chairman, Curtis Pierce, Johnny Ardone, and Chuck Sherman. Mr. Gisclair, your turn.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have one permit review. It's from Terrebonne Levee and Conservation District in Lafourche and Terrebonne Parish. TLCD will continue construction of reaches K and L of the Morganza to the Gulf Hurricane Protection System. This proposal is a continuation of the same footprint previously permitted under P20110-563. The total levee project area is approximately 132 acres for the levee construction and 210 acres for excavation. Approximately 69 acres of wetlands, 150 acres of non-wetlands, and 120 acres of water bottoms will be impacted by the proposed work. The terrace mitigation project may affect approximately 150 acres of water bottoms, and the marsh creation mitigation project may affect approximately 100 acres of water bottoms. This project is located on and or near Pointe-au-Chien Wildlife Management Area. And that concludes the permits and waterways report, Mr. President. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Gisclair. Next, we're going into Construction and Development Committee. Members are Chris Collier, Chairman, Mike Collier, Curtis Pierce, and Chucky Sherman. Mr. Collier.
Good morning, and thank you, Mr. President. First, we'll start with consider approving change order number 5 from Sea Level Construction for the Airport Connector Road and Bridge Project.
All right, this is an addition of $302,000 for, that was discussed earlier, for asphalt prices and fuel prices. Recommendation to approve.
Got a motion by Mr. Chris Collier, second by Mike Collier. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed.
Next, we have consider approving the substantial completion certificate from G Asphalt Systems for the seal coat and pavement markings project.
This project is substantially complete. Recommendation to approve.
Moved by Mr. Curtis Pierce, second by Johnny Ordon. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Next, we have consider approving change order number 1 from Onshore Materials for the SL Industrial Mobile Home Park.
This change order is for a deduction of $29,155.53. Recommendation to approve.
All right, need a motion, got one by Larry Griffin, we got second by Mr. Rodney Jusclair. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Next, we have consider approving the substantial completion certificate from Onshore Materials for the SL Industrial Mobile Home Park.
This project is substantially complete. Recommendation to approve.
All right, we got a motion by Mr. Chris Colley, second by Mr. Jim Lafont. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Next, we have consider approving the lowest responsive bid for the Administrative Office Site 4.
All right, that's for this building here. We had bidders, lowest responsive bid with the base bid, including all 3 alternates, was Picciola Construction Company for $1,361,000. Recommendation to approve.
All right, we got a motion by Jim Lafont, second by Mike Colley. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Consider approving the lowest responsive bid for the Boat Lift Roof Site 24, Storm Harbor Marina Wharf Site 34, Nerby Collins Marina Wharf Site 35, and Front Commercial Marina Wharf Site 36.
Okay, on this project, we're going to take no action. There's a question on the responsiveness of a bidder. So what we're asking y'all is to approve a resolution requesting an Attorney General opinion on those bids.
I'll move to approve the resolution.
And I got a motion by Mr. John Mellison, second by Chris Colley. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Next, we have consider approving the lowest responsive bid for the Operations Center Site 18A, EOC Site 18B, and Operations Maintenance Warehouse Site 19.
Administration recommendation is to take no action on this as well. Ritter-Meyer is still going through the bids. There's a lot of details in there. So we would request to take no action, and at a special meeting in 2 weeks, we could approve the bids once we're finalized the review. Okay?
And finally, we have consider accepting the clear lien certificate from TBT Contracting for the maintenance shop repairs.
Okay, that project is done, and recommendation to approve the clear lien certificate.
You got a move by Larry Griffin, second by Mike Colley. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Mr. President, this concludes the Construction and Development Committee report.
All right, thank you, Mr. Colley. Next, we're going into Finance Committee. Members are John Mellison, Jr., Chairman, Larry Griffin, Chris Colley, and Chucky Sherman. Mr. Mellison.
Good morning and thank you, Mr. President. You're going through that agenda rather well today. We'll begin by consider approving payments of the 2022 July invoices and recognizing those over $25,000. And we'll begin with line item 1, APC Construction, $847,106.78. And that's for the Northern Expansion Phase 3 Slip C Bulkhead Part 2 project. Item 2, GE Asphalt Systems Incorporated, $556,986.67. And that's for the seal coat and pavement marking project at the airport. Item 3, Sea Level Construction Incorporated, $389,789.90. And that's for the Airport Connector Road and Bridge project. Item 4, GIS Engineering,
$230,350.13, and that's for Hurricane Ida damages restoration, the dredging of Slip D, general engineering and permitting, Slip D bulkhead, and the Fuchsia Island Bridge and Connector Road project. Item 5, Motorola, $163,614.75. That's for the LWIN project equipment. Item 6, Angelette Picciola LLC, $103,299.28, and that's for the Bell Pass Tower platform project, along with the Flotation Canal Mooring Dolphins project, and also the Fuchsia Beach Maintenance, Restoration, and Protection project. Item 7, Picciola and Associates, $87,486.84. That's for channel dredging, repairs to PHI office and warehouse, Airport Connector Road and Bridge, Slip C 1,500 linear feet of bulkhead Part 2, mechanic shop repairs, the Industrial Trailer Park project, and bathhouse repairs. Item 8, Onshore Materials, LLC, $51,125.67, and that's for the Industrial Mobile Home Park project. Item 9, Arteman and Associates Incorporated, $46,627.50. That's for the West Fuchsia Marsh Creation and Nourishment project. Item 10, Ascent Aviation Group, $39,149.06, and that's for fuel for resale and truck rental at the airport. And last, we have Alvarez and Marshall Private Equity Performance Improvement Group, $38,959.75, and that's for the market analyst contract. Mr. Executive, Director, you have anything to add before we close this out?
I do not, thank you.
All right. This, along with all total expenditures, including these announced, is $3,628,148.86. And Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion we accept these expenditures.
I got a motion by Mr. John Mellison, second by Larry Griffin. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Next, we have consider approving the July 2022 unaudited financial statements as discussed on Monday night's committee meeting. Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion we accept these.
I got a motion by John Mellison, second by Jim Lafont. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
And last, we have consider approving out-of-state travel and training requests. First, we have Harbor Police Sergeant Tate Lafont attending the FBI NAA Mastering the Leadership Challenges of Law Enforcement, Course 2 in Texas, July 31st through the 5th. Next, we have Executive Director Chasson speaking at the LNG Bunkering North American Summit in Washington, D.C., November 14th through the 17th. Next, we have GLPC Representative Phil Bangert attending the Offshore Wind Port and Vessel Summit in Norfolk, Virginia, September 28th through the 26th. And last, we have Harbor Police Corporal Scott
I got a motion by Mr. John Lafont. I got a second by Mr. Chris Colley. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Mr. President, this concludes the Finance Committee report.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mellison. Next, we're going to any other business. All right, next we're going to public comment. I would like to say something. Today, the Miss Libby Gisclair passed away. They buried her. I would like to y'all to keep her and her family in her prayers. She was, Perry Gisclair was our past president and past board member. So, like everyone to keep her in her prayers, her and Perry's still in your prayers and the family for this. So if anyone's got to say something, go ahead and say what you'll have to say, but I just want to say that. All right? And another thing, Mr. John Mellison is an old man today. It's his birthday. So,
Happy birthday.
everyone wish him a happy birthday since he's getting old.
59 years old.
Hey, I wish. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right. Any other public comment?
I'll move that we adjourn.
I got a motion by Mr. Jimmy Lafont,
Second.
second by Curtis Pierce. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor?
Sing him happy birthday, do
It's up to you.
Happy
Oh.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Johnny. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
All right.
You can't get away with that from Commissioner Griffin.
And many more.
Anyone opposed? All right.
To singing happy birthday?
All right, motion passed, meeting's adjourned. Thank you everyone for coming, and enjoy your summer, and the rain's out there, so be careful on the roads, everyone. Have a good month.